All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Carolina Panther fans, I'm doing a video talking specifically about our beloved team and what they're going to do in 2022 season. I've done this more than once. I think I did this one last year or 2 years ago. I forgot. So I'll put the video link in the description so y'all can check it out for yourself. Now, there's been a report that broke around an hour or 2 hours ago that Baker Mayfield won the starting job for the quarterback spot. So he'll be starting. How long? We don't know. So he'll be starting week 1 against the Cleveland Browns, which news also broke, feels like an hour ago, that Deshaun Watson been suspended for 11 games, $5 million fine. Instead of being $230 million, it's $225 million off of his contract. So I'll talk a little bit about that later in Various Thoughts Volume 193. Let's get that out the way. Now, everybody thought that the moment Baker Mayfield went from Cleveland to Carolina, he was going to be the starting job. You have folks out there, national and local media included, and the Carolina Panther fans, thought the job should have been handed to him. That's not how competition works. Now, unless there is a Cam Newton 2011 situation, then okay, but it wasn't. He was battling with Sam Darnold, okay? We know that PJ Walker, and Matt Corral are not going to be the backup and the starting quarterback. No, I have a feeling PJ Walker is going to get cut while Matt Corral is going to be the third string quarterback. I heard people say that he looked really bad in the preseason game last Saturday in Washington against the Commandos. I'm not saying Commanders. It sounds weird. But he is a rookie. He's going to look bad. But there were Panther fans on Twitter were screaming at Matt Rule that he put him in harm's way. So yeah, like I said, the Baker Mayfield won the job. Now it's on him. It's on Matt Rule to get it done. I don't want to hear any excuses from either of those guys or the rest of the team, okay? I don't want to see the 2020 version of the Baker Mayfield. I need to see 2022. I'm not the biggest fan of Baker Mayfield. I get tired of people playing the 2020 season card it's very nauseating and exhausting. Well, it happened SA-17. I don't give a damn if it happened 30 years ago. The bottom line is I'm sick of it, okay? Football is a team sport. Get it through your heads. He didn't do it on his own. And I know this. If he couldn't get it done with Cleveland, what makes you think he's going to get it done in Carolina? That was my first thought. There's a bit of part of me still feels that way. But we're going to see what he can do with significantly less weapons with Carolina Panthers compared to Cleveland Browns. In week 1, next month, against his former team, the Cleveland Browns, oh, it's going to be special. It's going to be spicy. It's going to be immaculate. It's going to be spectacular. It's going to be excellent. It's going to be amazing. Let's not forget the Cleveland Browns are 0-15-1 all time in season opener or something like that? Make it 0-16-1, Carolina Panthers. No pressure. No pressure. Now, the running back position looks very good. I like it when, if Christian McCaffrey gets hurt again, you got Chuba Hubbard, who's a competent running back, and Devonta Foreman, who is the same guy that backed up Derrick Henry in Tennessee. They can do some things. I like that. So in the wide receiver position, I'm rubbing my hands together. I'm like, dangerous. DJ Moore is getting the recognition he solely deserves. I'm tired of seeing this dude being disrespected by the, not local media, but it's the national media. Just because the quarterback play has been, let's say, trash, okay? It's not his fault. He's still putting up numbers. Now, granted, it would be nice if he had 10 receiving touchdowns those three straight seasons, but it didn't happen. Yes, if he cuts down on the drops just a touch, he'll be all right. He'll be in the same breath as the wide receivers like Justin Jefferson's, Jamar Chase, Keenan Allen's, Mike Evans. I can keep going, including Cooper Kupp. Now, the tight ends, that's the big question mark. The offensive line, they're the biggest question mark. I need to see the improvement from them, okay? Now, the defense, like I said, I like what I'm seeing the defense, but I don't love them. Because what about the defensive line? Sure, you got Brian Burns and Yetur Gross-Matos. Finally, I said his name right without butchering it. But Derek Brown, he's walking towards bust path for me. That's how I feel. Then you got unknown guys. They let Morgan Fox go, and I know there's other defensive line players who were let go or retired or play other teams as well. So we'll see what they can bring to the table. I mean, they couldn't stop the run. That's been their problem last year. Their linebackers is a big question mark too. I mean, they lose Hassan Reddick. So we got to see what Shaq Thompson and the rest of the crew at the linebacking core can do. The secondary, I have no issues. I just hope they can stay healthy. That's my biggest concern for Carolina Panthers is just the healthy. Just stay healthy, be all right. So the special teams, they got to get better. I mean, they were bad. They were bad, except for the field goal kicker. So, I mean, it's hard to play lights out week in and week out on the defensive side of the ball. Go 3 and out, then your offense do next to nothing. They go 3 and out their damn selves, and the defense looking around like, damn, already we just sat down. What's wrong here? So, like I said, with the Carolina Panthers, they have no excuse not to get it done. Do I think they'll make the playoffs? I did say they won't, but I have to take that back because I have them finishing second in the NFC South Division. I'll give you my final picks in Verislaw's Volume 193 later on this month. So, the best case scenario, 10 victories. Worst case scenario, 4 victories. Realistically, oh boy, that's the hard part because they do. How can I put it like this? They go out and win the unwinnable games. In other words, they go out win games they have no business winning. Beating elite, excellent teams, but they go out and lose winnable games, like lose to crappy teams. So I will say I'm gonna leave that alone. Y'all gonna have to stay tuned for that. And I'll throw y'all a salute. I'm out. What's your thoughts on the video in the last video? Take care.